what up? Y'all know what time it is. AGS, week 11. But instead of going back to week 10, we got to actually go back to week 9 and do a quick recap on that. And to kick things off in week 9, we had the Eagles win against the Texans. And my boy Money Mascot really got his hands full with this Texans team. Gave up a ton of points to the Eagles and only scored 25 against the Eagles defense, who's been giving up a ton of points themselves this year. So that just shows you what space the Texans are in right now, which is not a good space at all. Then we had Chargers and Falcons. Call-outs blew out the Falcons 49-14. Chargers on the road. Falcons, in order for them to compete, they got to be more consistent. You can't win a game and then lose two and then win again. It's not going to get it done. Then we had Bears and Dolphins. I took the Dolphins in an upset in this one, and I was way off. They got blown out by the Bears 41-14. All in all, Bears been having a good season up to this point. Then we had myself against the Bills. Our offense didn't do much, but the defense definitely showed up and got the job done. Then we had Washington and Minnesota, and Washington won this one 24-7 over the Minnesota Vikings. This is definitely an upset. Good win for Washington. Hopefully he start to find his niche after this one. And remember, I tell you, a win makes everything feel better. So I'm pretty sure that Washington locker room felt a whole lot better after that win. Then we had Chiefs and Titans. Abercrombie won 20-17. This was a nail-biter, but Chiefs pulled it out at home. Good win for this Chiefs team. On to week 10, we had Buffalo, Minnesota, 10-3 defensive battle. Minnesota only scored 3 points. Very disappointing for that offense over there. Got a ton of weapons, only put up 3 points. They're going to have to figure something out over there in Minnesota sooner than later. Buffalo's in the division race with the Jets. He lost the previous week, but he came back and got a much-needed victory the following week. He won the defensive battle 10-3. Then we had Lions and Bears. Lions won 29-21. Good one for the Lions. This is a division game. And like I said, all in all, man, the Lions been playing better ball over this past month than he has the previous month. So Lions is definitely starting to get comfortable into, doing what he do. If I'm the Bears, I'm not going to trip too much about this loss. It is a tough loss, though, for them to have, at home against a division rival. They're going to have to get the next one in Detroit. Then we had Chiefs and Jags. Chiefs blew out the Jags 32-14. Chiefs been, for the most part, they've been all right. They've been more up and down. They've been like a roller coaster, too. They got to get more consistent if they're going to really make a push over there in that tough AFC West. Then we had Giants and Texans. Big Rico won 24-3. Money Mascot scored 3 points. Very shocking to see. He got his work cut out for him with the Texans. But if anybody's up for the job, it's him. Then we had Titans and Broncos. This wasn't the final score. The game didn't save for whatever reason. But this is a big win for the Titans. Biggest win of the season. Let's see if this win can get him started on the win streak. This is an upset. I would have took the Broncos to win this if I did the prediction before they played. But I would have been wrong. Titans been playing solid ball this season. And a victory over the Broncos, definitely further even what I'm saying as far as the Titans season. So great win for the Titans. Let's see if that win can mean something or if it means nothing heading into next week's matchup. Then we got the Raiders and Colts. This was game of the week right here. This is a good game. I think if you watch this game, I watched the game, right? I watched this game pretty much most of it, just about all of it, until I was able no longer to watch it. But if you watch this game, you learn a couple of things, and the couple of things that you learn is like the number one thing that you could have learned in this game that they both was doing. Nada was going for the interception. Learn to press that SWAT button. You know what I mean? That's very important. The reason why I'm touching on it because I definitely use the SWAT, but not enough people do. That SWAT button is very key because going for the pick, it's all about position, obviously, right? But a lot of times you try to figure out how guys make catches because you're always going for the pick. If you go for the SWAT, you're just trying to break up the pass, So I think that's very important. They both was doing it, and I just wanted to touch on that. And, when you watch a game, like these two, you can learn something from it. So if all those that watch this game, learn to press that SWAT button. You ain't got to go for the pick all the time. You know what I mean? You could simply just go for a SWAT. That's it. On to the next play. But this is a good game, though. The number 5 seed took out the number 1 seed, so you know what that means. Power rankings is shaking up. Colts will no longer be number 1 seed. Raiders will move up in the power rankings, but let's be honest, Colts ain't going to move back that far. He lost to a good opponent, a top 5 opponent. So good win, though. Good win for the Raiders, and good game. Next, we had Cowboys and Packers. Cowboys blew out the Packers 43-21. Cowboys is having a pretty good season. They had a couple of hiccups here and there, but they've been playing good for the most part. So, got to give Cowboys their credit. Next, we got Chargers and Niners. Chargers won this one 35-20. On the low, Chargers been balling over there. Just for heads up, Chargers definitely been balling. They haven't been doing nothing except winning week to week, and they won this one 35-20 over the Niners. Then we had Washington and Eagles. Washington got the force in this world. Like they tried to play with whatever, but Washington got the win. Back-to-back wins for Washington. Moving on to week 11, the current week. We got hold on, y'all. We got Titans and Packers. That boy Rick going against BJ. BJ game came a long way. I gotta give BJ his props. You know what I'm saying? I root for guys like BJ because I know where he came from. And BJ is now one of them guys that what I respect about BJ is that he knows what he like to do, and he stays in his lane. He don't try to do much. He just sticks into what it is he try to do, and you gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? If you're having a hard time defending it, he's not going to slow it up. He's going to keep it. He's going to keep it on you. So I respect BJ. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I root for guys like him. He's going against a Titans team though who's having a pretty solid season. You know what I mean? And with that being said, I got to go with the Titans. They're coming off a big win, so I'm rolling with the Titans in this one on the road. Give me the Titans over the Packers. I'm gonna go 31-17. 31-17 Titans over the Packers. Next we got Bears and Falcons, and Bears lost their last game to the Lions. I'm pretty sure gonna come into this game with an attitude. Falcons, like I said, Falcons is very inconsistent. They play good one week, they don't show up the next week. All in all, Bears still having a pretty good season. I'm gonna go with the Bears in this one over the Falcons. Give me the Bears by a score of, I'm gonna go 28-14. 28-14 Bears over the Falcons. Next we got Panthers and Ravens. Panthers not having the best of seasons. Ravens having a solid season. They definitely got some cleaning up to do over there. But guess what? When you got Lamar, it's not much that you got to worry about. When you got LaMarvelous on your team, marvelous things happen. So Ravens is still a dangerous team no matter what. I'm going Ravens in this one at home over the Panthers. Ravens can't afford to drop this one, though. They lose this one, they got some serious issues going on in that locker room. But I'm riding with the Ravens this week over the Panthers. It's not going to be easy, though. I'm not going to lie. It's not going to be easy. Even though Panthers ain't having the best of starts to their season, they definitely still a tough out if you don't come on top of your game. I'm going to take the Ravens, though, because I feel like they know this is the part of the season now. It's time to start turning things around. Give me the Ravens over the Panthers this week. I'm going to go 27 to... I'm going to go 27 to 17. 27-17. Ravens. Next, we got Browns and Bills. Activists going against Calm. I need activists to step up this week. Let me get a little big of a gap, a lead division gap over there. Browns is one of them guys that, you know, if you don't, like I say, if you let him get doing what he's doing, he'll be a tough out. Bills, their defense has been playing really good for them this season. It's the offense that haven't been matching their defense. You know, that's been the issue with the Buffalo so far. But Buffalo's at home and everything, so you know, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for Cleveland to come in there and get it done. But I can't lie though. This is my first upset pick of the week. You heard it here live. You heard it here first. I'm going Browns with the upset over Buffalo. Final score, Browns 20, Bills 14. 20-14, Browns over the Bills. My first upset pick of the week. Then we got Washington and Texans. Money Mascot going against Marzelli. And Washington won their last two. Houston haven't won a game in a while. So believe it or not, Washington's coming to this game with more momentum than the Texans. But I think the Texans come in and get the win at home. I think Texans pull this one out. But I think it's going to be pretty close, though, because Texans is really struggling right now. So I think it's going to be pretty close. Give me the Texans over the Commanders. I want to go 28-24. Next, we got Eagles and Colts. Steph Anthony going against Rio. Even though Rio won his last game against the Texans, well, the last game he played, he beat the Texans. He's been giving up a ton of points all season. I think the Colts come on board and put the Eagles back into the lane that they was already in, and that's give up a lot of points. I'm taking the Colts to get revenge from the loss they had last week over the Eagles. Give me the Colts this week, 36-14, Eagles over the Colts. Next we got Lions and Giants. Lowski's been playing pretty good ball. Rico got a nice win over the Texans, his last outing. Giants at home this week. I'm gonna go with Detroit, man. I like the way Detroit been playing. They've been playing some good ball lately. I'm taking Detroit over the Giants. Even though the Lions is on the road, I'll still like Giants in this situation. Give me the Lions this week over the Giants, 31-25. Next, we got Live Kid, Raiders going against Broncos. Doesn't get any easier for the Raiders, huh? They had the Colts last week. They came away victorious. Now they got the Broncos this week. But just for the heads up, they already defeated the Broncos once in Vegas. Now they're going for the season sweep. You know, and for this time, they're going to complete this. They trying to complete the season sweep in Mile High. Broncos coming off a tough loss to the Titans. I don't think Broncos coming to this game with the same swag as the Raiders do, especially knowing that he took them out the first time. But the Broncos, he will be a tough out. You know what I'm saying? Carnage is just a vet. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to get in his bag and do what he do. But right now, man, I got to be honest. I think Live Kid's playing better ball. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with the Raiders in this one on the road to complete the season sweep. It's hard to sweep a guy. It's hard to sweep a good opponent too. But right now, I just like the direction that the Raiders is going, and the Broncos. I think they'll be fine, but I just don't like them in this position. I'm going Raiders. Give me the Raiders over the Broncos this week. 33-24. 33-24. Raiders over the Broncos. Next, we got Chiefs and Chargers. Abercrombie going against Corvallis. Another AFC West matchup. Chargers been playing good ball. Chiefs been playing pretty good ball. They've been playing good ball lately. Chargers been more of the consistent team. Chargers been more the consistent team. They got the better record. I believe they are in first or tied for first right now at the moment. I could be wrong. Don't hold me to that. But in any case, I expect this to be a good one. I don't know if this is the first or second time that they're playing, but both teams been playing good ball lately. Chargers are the favorite in all, but once again, when you hear the sounds of the alarm, you know what that means. Upset alert in the making. I got Chiefs pulling off an upset this week on the road, going into Los Angeles, getting it done. Give me the Chiefs this week in an upset, my second upset pick of the week. Give me KC. I'm going to go 35-31. 35-31 Chiefs over the Chargers. Next, we got Cowboys and Vikings. Vikings just been held to 3 points last week to Buffalo. Dallas not coming to this game as defensive juggernauts, but you know what? Their offense been putting up a ton of points. I like Dallas in this one. I think Dallas gets the job done in a major way. Give me Dallas over Minnesota, but Dallas cannot come into this game overconfident. He got to stick to the script. He's been playing good ball. He can't come in feeling like, he can afford to mess around. He got to come in and do what he's been doing the first 10 weeks of the season. So with that being said, I like Dallas. Give me Dallas over Minnesota this week by a score of, I'm going to go 33-20. 33-20 Cowboys over the Vikings. Next, we got Bengals and Steelers. This game is currently being played right now. Bengals is having a pretty solid season, quietly. Steelers having a better season. I think the Steelers got one loss, maybe even two. But I think they got one loss. Steelers got one loss in the season. Steelers is in the groove right now. The last game the Steelers lost to was to us. That was a couple of weeks ago now, probably like a month ago. So Steelers, they way past that. They've been playing dominant ball since. Give me Steelers in this one. I'm taking Steelers at home as well. So give me Steelers over the Bengals this week. I'm gonna go 34-21. 34-21 Steelers over the Bengals. And to close out the week, we got Niners and Cards. Like I said, as far as the Cards, he moved and everything, so he was having internet issues as far as that. So this game probably won't get played. But meantime, I'll set this force for the Niners right now. And like I said, once again, look out for the mid-season report. That's coming tomorrow. We're gonna break down every team. We're gonna talk about every team. And did you win? The score ain't up here. Yeah, maybe if I back out and show it, it'll show. But I see that y'all was playing. But yeah, we got the mid-season report coming up tomorrow. We're gonna break down every last team, from the best team in the league to the worst team in the league. But we're gonna cover every. I picked you, so thanks for making my prediction look good. We're going to cover every team, like I said, from the best of teams to the worst of teams. We're going to cover every team. We're going to talk about who's looking like Super Bowl contenders. We're going to talk about who's looking like Super Bowl pretenders. We're going to get into that. So stay tuned tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow we got the mid-season report coming, and I got the power rankings coming in a little bit. Power rankings definitely looking different than what it was a few weeks ago. But yeah, we live over here. We moving. Season moving along real smooth. We up to week 11, and we're gonna get into some things, and you guys doing a good job of making the league run smooth. Marzelli, you still have to sit your quarterback. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, let me check something right now. guy because you said you play with your third string, so that means your third string should have the most reps since you said you play with him. Yeah, man, you guys gotta know. You gotta cast. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know the rules. You know what I mean? And that's it. Like, I can't give nobody no slide when I make other guys. All right, so yeah, you've been playing with Sam Howell. So yeah, Sam Howell gotta sit. You gotta play with Carson Wentz in next game because yeah, you've been playing with. I know you've been playing with this guy. So yeah, you gotta sit. You gotta sit Howell, and just bear in mind that's just you getting a player suspended to anybody. That's just the first offense. You know what I'm saying? When you break other rules or the same rule again, it's no longer just the suspension. You know, the penalties increase. You know, whatever it is that we decide as commissioners, whether it's two players, whether it's a player turned down, like, the penalties change. So, yeah, Marzelli, you definitely got to sit your guy this game against the Texans. Sam Howell cannot play. And, yeah, like I said, I'll be back at y'all tomorrow. I ain't going to talk your head off now. I'll be back at y'all tomorrow with the midseason report. We're going to get into what we need to get into, and I could have did this tomorrow before I did the midseason report, but being that I knocked this out now, it's cool because that just means that come tomorrow, I'll just go over the midseason report, so stay tuned for that. But until then, I'll holler at y'all later.